sit at a light last time. I want her to be more on Kim. She call that, get climb. Gotta come, hashtag blessed ladies one.
I don't need Santa, I need Jesus.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. On the court right now for the Nuggets. They've got Nikola Jokic, Christian Brown out there with Mitchell. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt, and it's Mullen in at the 3. And again, it's Denver missing.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
From deep, MP sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter, carrying the load for sure.
Nuggets trail by 17. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Jokic the screen. Here's Brown. No good again that time.
Tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Here's Austin. He's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense. Yeah, they're lasing in. Really making the most of their possession.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Jazz, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they've been on a roll, victorious in their last 5 outings, really showing up their #1 seed status.
Now here's Mitchell. No points so far. That's to Brown. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Warriors lead by 19. Back to MP. Inside. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And here's MP from outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
No hesitation at all there. MP rolls up with confidence.
For Denver, they've gone 0 for 6 from the floor. Shaky start. Stop and drop.
You still pray, buddy.
You seem so proud of that,
When the winner is black.
Now Mitchell. He has yet to score. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unbelievable.
Ooh, what a slam! What a slam!
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. Upping it up on the scoreboard for them. And the rejection by MP. And it's the Warriors on the break. Golden State moving the ball around. For 3, Holmgren. The shot's good off to making the play. Olsen's got 4 assists now tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Warriors.
When you pile up the blocks earlier,
Here's Mitchell. Still no points. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
I don't wanna give up, but it's tough to say. I got to be a man and not run away. I really need to got it from my baby. Wash it away. Already clean, you just see it, so the beauty was not.
Denver's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. So on the floor for Denver. They've got Christian Brown. Jokic is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Mullen. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. Looking to end the run. Again, Mitchell missing.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence, the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
And the dunk by Walker.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Last outing for Denver, they won that game against the Magic.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
I love it when a team comes out and sets the tone physically.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. Greg, we'll see if he can keep growing here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early.
I can look in her face, smile when he's my pain. Lord, can you help me? Can you help me? The one I got to
Here, hoping for a repeat performance.
That leaders check in for the Nuggets. Warriors on D.
Here's Jokic. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Vanderbilt. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances. You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Buffkin, he's checked in for Pajemski. On the court for Denver. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Nikola Jokic. Then there's Christian Brown, and it's Mullen in at the 3, small forward. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball. Brian, back to you.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Alan. Pass to Dunleavy. 3-pointer.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Dunleavy. Mullen is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Christian Brown. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Holmgren with the steal. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And the entire NBA talked about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. In stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he loved to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again. Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Shot clock at 3. Outside, Mullen. Here's Jokic.
Here's Dunleavy. No points yet. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
On the court for Denver, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Nikola Jokic.
Inside, I feel like it's a journey. Right, me like it can be purpose.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Jared Vanderbilt. Dunleavy is out there with Christian Brown. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Mullen in at the 3-6. Dunleavy kicks to Vanderbilt. 5 to shoot. Tries again. Dunleavy's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the team.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForge, who she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game, guys.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure they'll just try to provide whatever they need.
Inside, I feel like I'm yearning. Trying like it can be perfect. Let me lie, keep aside and confirm that.
They're going to play 94 feet of defense here. They're going to try to make something happen with the full court press.
On the court for the Nuggets, we've got Christian Brown, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Nikola Jokic, and it's Dunleavy in at the point. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. BA, back to you.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans. Thank you, Allie.
Jokic is an absolute beast. He does it all at the offensive end. Scoring, passing, rebounding. He stuffs the stat sheet in a big way.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Dunleavy. His last outing, he had 18 points. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got his 5th rebound in this one. MP drops in. A minute 58 left in the opening quarter. From 12 feet, and Holmgren with the basket on the assist by MP. Holmgren's got 9.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro. Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Mullen. 27 points his last game. Outside Vanderbilt. 6 to shoot. Mullen, pass to Vanderbilt. No good with the triple. And so MP will bring it up for the Warriors. And this group has reached rarefied air with the win streak underway. Now up to 21. Unbelievable.
This team, I tell you, is doing a heck of a job actually putting their name against some of the best names in the NBA's history. When you talk about winning streaks, I mean, these kinds of streaks do not happen often, and there's a lot going right for this group right now.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Walker, and Black subbed in for Chet Holmgren. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kept alive. Outside for Green. Fires the 3. The shot no good. To the left side wing. Back to MP. Pass to Black. Now here's MP. Here's Buffkin. Knocks it down from distance.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game. And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Here's Dunleavy. Black defending. Here's Rupert. Achua passes to Green. To stop the run after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
Gordon left side. Back to MP. From behind the arc. Another three from Golden State.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for. Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Now here's Achua. Here's Rupert. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's NP making things happen for Golden State. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. More 2K action in just a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts. Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Mitchell Robinson is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Anthony Black, then it's MP, and it's Boskin in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. And for offensive players, they say that understanding angles gives a big advantage. Can you elaborate on that a little bit, Clark?
I think I can be a little bit. When you think about the geometry of the game, angle, spacing, timing, those things are not what you would think about when you think geometry, but how you cut, how you move, when you move, get to the basket, all of that stuff is part of the geometry of the game.
Paxson can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Robinson on the wing. Gordon finds Robinson. And here's Black from deep.
Stupid, they don't really know what stupid is.
They've got MP. Black is out there with Gordon. Then it's Robinson. And it's Puffkin in at the shooting guard. That's the Warriors 5. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's...
When you win it, that's on game. Use the preach the word until you got that cash. But the remnant rising, we expose the things they ain't gon' last. And I had a change, but I know they gon' judge me by my past. I repented, now for crease, I'm all the way to that Roscoe Banks. Got a mad beat on the man, so I know we gon' clash. Made the choice.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
They've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Mitchell Robinson. Anthony Black out there with MP. And it's Boskin in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Clippers put on a show. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Green. Achua is out there attacking. And there's Dunleavy, and it's Mullen in at the 3. When you think about clutch players,
left the mark, so they gon' try to mark me terroristic. If you obey, then that's okay, they won't mind. You be religious, and with God, they got no time for you being legalistic. Wake 'em up, they got a badass. All this weight got me looking like a dead ass.
And here are the Nuggets. It's stolen by MP on the court for the Nuggets. They've got A.J. Green, and it's Mullen in at the three.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you for real.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter.
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Aaron Gordon out there with Black. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's MP. And it's Buffkin in at the shooting guard. That's the Warriors' foul. Richard, one thing we see in this league, teams changing coaches much more often than they change the GM.
Yeah, one guy picks the players, the other guy coaches the players. Seems like a shared responsibility, but the job security, well, that's not easy.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Okay, Allie, thanks. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort.
Gordon brings the double team. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
On the court for Denver, we've got Achua, and it's Green in at the shooting guard position. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Nails it from 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's Green missing. Golden State with the ball. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Back to MP. Gordon, left side. Lets the 3 fly.
I'm not big, I'm not. There it got against Jessica. There it got against Jessica.
And communication is so crucial to winning basketball. Coach, teams that can get on the same page quickly, they clearly have an edge, right?
Oh, absolutely. I don't know that there's anything other than effort, maybe, that is more important to good defense than communication. The only way teams can be on the same page on how you want to cover certain situations is with great talk. It's got to be early, it's got to be loud, and it's got to be repeated.
Black is out there with Gordon. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's MP. And it's Buffkin in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now, here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. There's the 3. And the Warriors, another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he could repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance. Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
And he throws it down hard.
Oh, wow, that was a dunk contest level jam right there.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Denver's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4 for 3 Dunleavy.
Got against Jessica. Got against Jessica.
Dunleavy's gone 1 of 3 from distance. They've got Anthony Black. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's MP, and it's Buffkin in at the 2 spot. That's the Warriors 5. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going. keeping the opposition there off balance. But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or crap shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
A chance here to catch up with...
We told me she would never fail. I wasn't scared. Hoping that bubbling river me got me right up out of jail. I'll never learn. But they killing me easy. Feeling straight from now. Wanna be there.
Denver's got into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting one.
Here's Dunleavy. His last outing, he had 18 points. On the court for the Nuggets, they've got Precious Achua, and it's Paxson in at the power forward position. And he's hit.